Guess who's back, back again. Thames is back.
First of all, I need to apologise because I haven't done a review of London fitness classes for ages, but don't worry, I'm making it up to you. This one is decent and it is a great recommendation, and I suggest you get down there ASAP. So, for those of you who don't follow me, my name's David Templar and I vlog about anything from travel to fitness, and one of the things I do is reviews of London fitness classes. So if you go and check out my other videos, I've done Barry's, One Rebel, KXU, Foundry Fit. I even did one called Aqua Physical, which was a HIIT session on a float in water. So I like doing absolutely anything, which is why this week I went to a place called Chel-ski, which funnily enough is a ski slope in Chelsea. It's an indoor ski slope, but it's like on a carpet. The elevation of the slope varies depending on how good you are, and it's basically like a revolving carpet made out of 3G material. So as you can imagine, as it's revolving, you slide down it and it feels like you're on the slopes. The class that I did was called Fit Ski, and basically you spend half your time doing a circuit and half your time on the slope. If you're a beginner, if you're thinking about going skiing, or you're just out of shape and need to get the strength back in your legs and core before your holiday, this is absolutely perfect for you. So, I'm a snowboarder, I've never skied in my life before, and it turns out I wasn't actually very good. You spend your time, 50% of it on the floor and 50% of it on the slopes. I back myself at absolutely anything, and I like to think that my fitness level is pretty good, but the circuit you do beforehand is actually pretty strenuous, and I did get a bit of a sweat on. So, there's 6 exercises. Let me try and think what we did. We did ball slams, burpees, dynamic squats, squats with a ball, lunges and a plank. This was pretty hard, I'm not going to lie, and it gets you absolutely perfectly prepared to get onto the slopes. So once you've done the circuit twice, once for a minute on each exercise, once for 30 seconds on each exercise, you get your skis on and get on the slopes. Oh, might I add, the equipment is all included in the price, so you pay £20 up front and then yeah, everything's included. At the moment, actually, if it's your first time of doing the classes, you can get 2 classes for 20 quid and then it's £20 thereafter. So, if you're just looking to give it a go, see what you fancy, you can get 2 classes for 20 quid, so it's absolute value. So the circuit that you do off the slopes is absolutely relative and relevant to the muscles that are used when you get on the slopes. So it's a lot of squats, lunges, lateral movements, everything that you're going to be doing while you're skiing. One important thing, not just for skiing, but for sports in general, in order to perform better at your sport, you need to be doing stuff that's relevant to the muscles that you're using while you're doing it. So, there's no point in doing sprints on the treadmill if you want to work the muscles used while skiing. You need to get squatting, get the skis on, do all the stuff that you're going to do when you get on the slopes. I'm injured at the moment and there is nothing worse than being injured. So I suggest if you do have a ski holiday coming up, do this. There'd be nothing worse than getting to the top of the slopes on your first day and then absolutely pulling your hamstring or doing something to your quad. So you want to be primed to go skiing, and this class is absolutely perfect for that. Although, regardless if you're going skiing or not, if you just want to do something different, it's a proper fun class to do. So as we got onto the slope, first thing for me was just trying to stabilise myself and make sure that I didn't fall over, although that didn't go very well. Oh dear. First of all, you want to get used to the carpet. The guy that I took with me, he's an experienced skier and even he thought it was a little bit weird. So once you get comfortable on the skis, you start doing your snowplow, various squats, you do one-legged stuff, lateral movements, and then once you get comfortable with that, you introduce some banded work into it. So there's a bar in front of you. He tied a band onto the bar for us, and the idea was to keep your legs static and then do a row with the elastic. It seems easier than it sounds. It is very, very difficult. So what you do is you do a snowplow, so your legs are controlling the movement on the slope, and then you want to try and keep yourself static and do a row at the same time. Needless to say, after my fall, I was just concentrating on trying to stand up and I wasn't very good at the rows. But it's a great way to engage those leg muscles and get yourself slope ready and used to what you're going to be seeing when you go on holiday. Yeah, so the half an hour goes pretty quickly, but it probably is enough time, especially if you haven't worked out for a while. It's quite strenuous on the old legs and it really gets them fired up. They say that you should do about 10 to 12 weeks prep before you go skiing just to ensure that you don't injure yourself, and this is absolutely perfect for that. My friend did it the day before and he was absolutely struggling. The first day he was on the slopes, I got a text from him saying, "You little bastard, I'm on the slopes, my legs are absolutely killing me." But yeah, it's just a great idea to get yourself slope ready so you don't injure yourself on holiday and your legs are nice and strong so you don't get any injuries when you go away. There was 4 of us in the class, me and my friend and 2 girls that went in the class. I'd like to say that it was great for flirting, but I was more concentrated on my skis and staying put. But if you back yourself at skiing, there's basically 3 rows on this mat. So position yourself at the back and pray that you've got a couple of fit girls in front of you and you will get a nice view of their bottoms. I'd like to have been a little bit better in the class. If you're not going skiing, you can go anyway. It's a great way to change up your training and just have a bit of fun with it. It works different muscles that you're not used to, so at the end of it, you feel like you have done a proper workout. The guy who took the class was an absolute legend, really informative, really good style of teaching, and he's got complete control of the mat that you're on. So, should you fall over, he can just cut it stop at any time. If you're not going skiing, I would still recommend this class. It's a lot of fun to do on a Saturday morning. You can do it on a Wednesday 8 till 9 and a Saturday 8 till 9. And then you can go for breakfast in Chel-ski afterwards. It's just a really nice way to spend your Saturday. And yeah, for the price of it, 2 classes for 20 quid, you can't go wrong at all. Anyway, I can't really recommend this too much more. As it stands, it is something completely different from the other fitness classes I've gone to, but I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The circuit at the start was actually pretty strenuous and it got you perfectly warmed up to get on the slopes. When I was on the slopes, the guy was really helpful. He was helping me as a first timer, and even my friend, who's an experienced skier, found it really difficult, and he said it got him really, really well prepared to get on the slopes. So, yeah, get yourself down to Chel-ski, take advantage of the first time £20 offer, and yeah, I'm going to look to do it again because I had a lot of fun. Maybe I'll try it on a snowboard next time because I wasn't very good at skiing.
Please have some camera. Yes.
Oh my.
That's how you fall under the skis, Oh dear.
You got any more recommendations for me to do some fitness classes within London? Comment below and I'll try and check them out. If not, see you next time.